ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. The sun is shining here in Stoke Poges and I'm stuck indoors doing another episode of Question Mark Part 2. You never know, of the 70 questions we got through 25 of them last time, so we might get through them all, or not. So this will be a 3-part, won't it? God damn it. With that said, shall we get on with it straight away? So, Jigsaw Kid 95 says, any British wrestlers that you could see making an impact in WWE in the future? And of course, my first thought would be this man, Joe Hendry! But there's loads of guys that are just coming through now, right, that, you know, with a bit of seasoning, a bit of conditioning, yeah, they're already good, but they could be so much better with a bit of more experience and things like that. A guy called Tyler Bate who wrestles for Fight Club Pro is a particular favourite of mine at the moment. He's still very, very young, but he's got the basics down to a T, and then he's got, it's like when I first started him, he's like, his first couple of matches, like, yeah, basics are all down, all covered. And then, as I've seen him over the years, I've been watching him for about 2 years now, and he's just grown and grown and grown and grown as a performer. He's absolutely fucking incredible. Tyler Bate would be my choice. What the fuck, someone's cutting the grass right outside. If you can hear that, I do apologise. I'll shut the window just a little bit. That's better already, isn't it? Manny D says, hi Mark, congratulations on 1,800 subscribers. Thank you very much. Let's try and get 2,000 by the end of the year. By the end of the year? No. I would like to get to 2,000 subscribers by my birthday. My birthday's in August, and it took me 3 months or so to get from 1,700 to 1,800. So surely we can get from 1,800 to 2,000 before August. Yes? Of course we can. My question to you is, what grinds your gears the most of these 4 things? That Peter Gilmore still comments on your videos, that Spinnernet was such a knob to you, that Sean's View Entertainment has more subs despite doing nothing up to the box and creative and just reading off the dirt sheets, or that Spaz Phoenix still hates you for making the joke about his beloved mitt. Should we go through these ones in ascending order? So from the one that least grinds my gears would probably be Spinnernet, that he was such a knob. At the end of the day, Spinnernet, so there's 2 things, right? First things first, he is a non-entity, he doesn't do vids anymore, so it's one of those myths, I don't give a fuck. I never watched his vids to begin with, so it's one of those, right, it's just one of those things. The thing with Spinnernet did a vid on me, he had quite a lot of subscribers, and the thing about he does a vid on me, and he's talking about me. And, right, let me say this. One of the reasons I don't like doing shoots on people is because it gives publicity to the person that you're doing the shoot on. So if you're watching me right now, watching me do a vid, and I'm sat there talking about Spinner, you go, oh, who the fuck is this Spinner guy? Next thing, it's one of those natural things, you just go, right, let's go find out what Spinner is. Spinnernet then gets views off of me, and I do not like that. But on the flip side of it is that Spinnernet had a lot of subscribers. So that meant a lot of traffic was put in my direction. Even if people would just wanted to look at one of my videos, who the fuck is this Marc Pearson guy? You know? But Spinnernet's a non-entity. Spaz Phoenix is meh. It's one that I just don't think of. The guy commented on one of my vids the other day, and he just sat there going, yeah, fair enough. You hate me, and you obviously got a big deal with me, but you're not actually that arsed about it, are you? Because you're still watching my vids. Gilmore is an interesting one. I was asked, I actually got a message the other day, why are you doing another shoot on this guy? And I replied with, because I don't see the point. Because all I need to do is click my fingers and look what you can see on the screen. This is since I'd last did a Q&A, you know. So Gilmore has commented on 3 of my videos and commented on my channel. All right. Now, you just need to think about it for a second. This one doesn't grind my gears in the slightest. This one makes me laugh. All right. This is a guy who is always talking, and don't get me wrong, I haven't watched one of his vids since he last did a vid on me. I haven't done one of his vids. I assume his vids are still like this, but he's always talking about how much money he's got and how much pussy he's got and how he tells people so often that they need to go and get a life. 2 things spring to mind from that one. First things first, this is a guy who did a video called, I only know this because I went on his channel like 3 days ago, something like that, because someone sent me a message saying, have you seen this? And it's like, I don't want to see this, but I just like, that can't be true. So I go and check and it's like, yeah, there it is. So, and the thing was, this is what the message said. He'd done a video on Sean's View Entertainment called Final Video on Sean's View Entertainment. And 2 weeks later, on one of his other channels, there's a video called Rant on Sean's View Entertainment. And you're just going, you're fucking obsessed, aren't you? But then you've got the other flip side of it is that with me, right, he's called me every name under the sun, and I got to the point where I just couldn't be arsed with the guy, so I blocked him, but through some loophole in the system, he can still comment on my videos. But this is the big important thing here, and this is one of those things that I just look at it and just go, explain. I want Peter to do a video about what I'm about to say, just to explain himself, because obviously it baffles me. Honest to God, it baffles me, right? He comments on my videos and only he can see them. Now think about this for a second. Only he. If he comments, right, you've just seen that I get a notification, right? If I click on that notification, it brings up a thing on the YouTube Studio app, couldn't load comment. It can't load the comment because he's blocked, right? And it doesn't show up on my laptop, so I can't see the comment. So he's the only one who can see the comment. Now think about this. So he's taken the time of day to search my name or to click on my name and find my channel and write a comment on my channel that only he can read. So say for argument's sake, he puts Mark P fucking sucks on my video. He writes that, he clicks enter, right? Now what does he do for the rest of his day? Does he go away and I sure showed Pearson? Because I can't read it, Peter. I know you watch, and you watch all my vids. I can't read what you've written. So I would love it if you could do a vid, right? Give me a bit more attention. Give me a few of your subscribers will point into my direction, yeah? Because I want to know what satisfaction you get out of commenting on a video that only you will see. I don't understand it. If I'm so bad, just ignore me. Don't watch my videos. It's that simple, but you are obsessed with both me and Sean's View Entertainment, and you comment on everything we fucking create, whether we want you to or not. Sure you do. And then you say you do a final rant on Sean's View, and then 2 weeks later you lie to your subscribers and do another one. That's fucking golden. That is absolutely golden. It doesn't grind my gears, to answer your question, Mindy. It just makes me laugh. So what grinds my gears out of the ones that you've said is Sean's View Entertainment. I'm not jealous of the guy. Trust me, I'm not. I just think it bothers me that I spend a week at a time doing my videos, and I want to always try and get the information that I put in my videos right, and I want to try and make things funny for you guys, and I want to be entertaining, and all that, and all he does is find a dirt sheet thing and rants on it. I watched someone who did this one. I don't want to get the guy's name wrong, so just give me a second. Someone sent me a link on Twitter. This is last night. No, it's the 14th today when I'm recording this. But last night, someone sent me. It was a Masslinger dude, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Masslingster dude sent me things saying Sean should be going ape shit like it's a wrestling business. Lol. Just thought you'd like to be amused. And I click on this link, and it's it's an hour and a half interview with Sean's View, and I'm just like, right, I don't think I want to watch all of this, but I'll sort of skim through it. And everything is just the same thing. The guy, I don't know who did the interview with him, but my God, he was fucking great. Because he was saying, look, you presented this thing like it's fact, right? That this is as it's got given fact. But if I type into Google now what you said on the video, the only thing that comes up for this bit of news is what you've said. You are making up the rumours. And he was just like, yeah, he kept going, I put the links on. And the dude's like, no, the link doesn't exist. You making it up. And Sean just kept getting really angry. He's, his views and opinions and all that. He's got so many subscribers, and I just don't understand why. It's one of those things. I'm not saying that I'm the greatest YouTuber, I'm the greatest entertainer, whatever. I'm not saying that. Trust me, I promise you. I think I'm so far down the totem pole, it's unbelievable. It just bothers. What bothers me is how effortless it is for him to get subscribers. He's doing nothing, and if you go on his channel 1 week, you'll see that he's got X amount of subscribers, and a week later, he's got Y amount of subscribers, and you're just going, what? And there's so many people out there that are so desperate for news that they can't check on a dirt sheet, and they'll go, oh my God, this guy's incredible, subscribe. But you watch one of my vids, Backlash 99 review, trying to make it entertaining and trying to make it funny for you guys, and people just say, me, don't give a fuck. And that's what grinds my gears. It probably comes across as sounding very jealous, but I'm not. If he's, good for him at the end of the day. If he can make his living off talking crap on YouTube, and that I am so fucking envious of, you wouldn't believe. So yeah, there is a bit of jealousy. Phenom sorry, that was quite a rant, wasn't it? That took ages. Phenom L37. Hey, any chance to bash Gilmore is fucking got to be taken, hasn't it? I can't do it on the normal series vids. I can't start in the middle of my Backlash 99 and start ranting about Gilmore, can I? But he does comment on everything I do and on my channel, and I can't read them, and I just get perplexed and just go, and you tell people to get a life. Oh, also, one thing I just need to go back to, sorry, just while I think about it. Did you notice in that little montage of things, one of them, the Metal God one, So he started commenting on my stuff with other channels now. So it's, you know, very, very strange. Very odd man. Phenom L37. Hi Mark, well done on reaching yet another landmark. Been a sub of yours since the days when you had the feud with PS2 Peter. 2008. Believe it or not. Not long to go till you hit the 2000 mark, and then it's on. And then it's just another 7,761,009 subscribers to topple Zoella and start raking in the cash. Keep going, mate. Anyway, my question to you is, did WWE really need a 23-minute promo from The Rock at WrestleMania over one of the matches bumped to the pre-show because of the time limits? Other than to plug the Fast and Furious 7 with Ronda Rousey, I see no point in the whole segment at all, considering nothing will come of it in future. I'm the same, mate. I will always take a match over a promo, especially when it's one like this, where you could have taken, when you just said 23 minutes, this could have been 5 minutes long comfortably. It did not need to be as long as it was. And it's one of those things, I watched WrestleMania twice this year. When I did my thoughts video, I was like, yeah, this is fucking great. When I watched it the second time, it's like, this is fucking boring. Just get on with it. And at the end of the day, there's no payoff for it. I want to see Stephanie McMahon walk away from that with a broken arm, because this big bad UFC fighter has kicked the shit out of her. When nothing happens, you just go, so what the fuck was the point in any of that? Do not like it at all. CM Drunk 316 says, keep up the good work, Mark. In my eyes, you are in the top 5 YWC members anyways. In the top 5. Not best. In the top 5. The second best, Priest. Alright, okay. It's fine. I'm joking. Who do you think will headline WrestleMania from NXT? Finn Balor is the one that comes to the top of my mind. That guy is going to be a fucking superstar. You can just feel it. He's an amazing wrestler, and his entrance is fucking great, and he's so fucking over already with the crowd. And it's just one of those, yeah, push this guy to the fucking moon. Mets 2128 says, kudos on the 1,800 subscribers. Anyway, you've got 2 questions there, boy. Hey, now then. I didn't say on the thing, did I? Didn't say. If I don't say, people will take advantage. Hey, anyway, AJ Lee has called it quits this week. Any idea of the reasons why? Well, this is, I can't think of any. I'm sorry, I don't check dirt sheets or anything like that, so I just don't know. Also, will you at least consider doing reviews of the ROH New Japan shows in May? I will consider it. If there's demand for them, I will, but I don't have any interest at all, I'm afraid. I'm really sorry. Talking Shit 111. What are your thoughts on Roman Reigns? I find it extremely annoying how everyone has been shitting on him over the past few months, when only last year everyone was up his arse. Agree. This time last year, I think we were all like, yeah, man, Roman Reigns. Well, actually, it was before the Shield split up. It was like, Roman Reigns was the least talented of the 3, but had the look. So you just had to go, that's the guy who's going to get pushed to the moon. It's just his push has been for no reason. It's not felt natural or organic like a push needs to be. A push needs to be that we felt, it felt like we created it. And that hasn't been the case. It's always been forced down our throats, something fierce. And you just like go, no, not interested. Because the one guy that I am interested in, you're not interested in pushing as a company, and that's Daniel Bryan. The whole fan base just wants to see Daniel Bryan win. And this is the company going, no. You're not seeing no Daniel Bryan. You're going to like Roman Reigns, aren't you? No, I'm not. So that's the way I see it. Personally, I think the majority of the fan base rejected him straight away, not because it was cool or anything, but it's just when it came to the Rumble, when you saw how just the fans just didn't want to cheer for him at all. Like, no, not like it at all. Came into Fastlane with what, 1 or 2 pay-per-view victories to his name, and like, this guy's not actually that special. His promos were woeful. The other thing with me, of course, is I don't actually give a shit because I just don't watch WWE. If I can help it. I watch the pay-per-views because you asked me to. If otherwise, I say this, I seem to say this on every Q&A I do, I wouldn't watch the current product at all if you guys didn't want me to. Trust me on that one. I promise that's the truth. I would not watch what's the next one. Extreme Rules is the next pay-per-view. Couldn't tell you when it is. I'll be, one of those, it's tomorrow night. Fair enough. I've got the network. Might as well watch it, sort of thing. But, because I've got to do a review of it. It wouldn't be because I want to do it. Simon Walker says, being a very loyal subscriber since 2007. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, if Taker wasn't injured at Mania 16 in 2000, who do you think he would have faced off at the events? Also, another question. Do you see Zack Sabre Jr. going to NXT anytime soon in the very near future once he leaves Japan and Noah? Keep up the great work and great videos, mate. Been watching since Shooting from the Horse's Mouth days. Unreal to think about that one. 2 questions, cheeky. Zack Sabre Jr. is one of my favourite wrestlers. I don't get to see him half enough because he's over in Noah and Japan and all that. Yeah, he'd be a perfect fit, wouldn't he? Perfect. A journeyman travelled a lot, honed his craft, absolutely amazing in the ring. Yeah, make it so. WrestleMania 2016, it's a genuinely tough one, because it's like, you think of the card and you think, well, where would you slot Undertaker? He couldn't be in the 4-way, could he? I think. Yes. How's this one sound, alright? Make the main event a 3-way, so it's Rock versus Triple H versus Mick Foley, and have Undertaker versus the Big Show. And I'll tell you the reason I say that, not because, oh my god, what an amazing match that'll be. Just think for a second. At the end of '99, when Taker went out injured, he was teaming with the Big Show, so they could have done a tag team breakup angle and have the main match at WrestleMania. How does that sound? Oh, yeah. Mr. A. Brown says, hey, Mark, will you travel to St. Helens to fight Prank TV and Danny Hodges in a handicap shoot fight? Fucking too right, I will. That'd be awesome. Nat Kennedy Breeze says, which wrestling match, if any, have you gone back and rewatched and either found it was a great match when you initially disliked it, or the other way round? Right, first thing comes... Oh, there you are. First thing that came into my head, right, promise you, was the main event of the last review I did, Backlash 99, because I remember watching WrestleMania 15 and going, yeah, this match is alright, but I'll tell you something, I remember the fucking Backlash match being so fucking much better than this, and I watched the Backlash. It's my last review. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out, please. Hey, cheap plug. I watched that main event, Austin versus Rock, going, this isn't very good, or this is just alright. I remember it being a genuinely really good match and coming away drinking, that wasn't great, was it? It just wasn't. The other one that popped into my head was how, on my 10 years ago episode, when I talked about WrestleMania 18 and The Rock versus Hogan, I think I was quite harsh on it and really slated it, and went back and watched that recently and was just like, yeah, as a spectacle, that's really good. I'll tell you one more that I've changed my opinions on. When I first started my 97th Heaven series and I reviewed the DDP Randy Savage feud, I was very unkind to that. That was another one that I've gone back and watched recently and gone, oh, Mark, oh, you were a dick to that match. That was, you underrated it, something fierce. Those are some answers. How does that sound? Alex Henderson says, hi Mark, big fan. How do wrestlers prepare for the Rumble match? Is everything planned out before the match, or is it mostly improvised? Everything, down to who is eliminated, when they're eliminated, who's doing what, who's doing everything. All of it is planned. Every single little tiny bit. They wouldn't have a match with that many people and go to chance. And then you see how vexed they get. Like, remember 2005 when Cena and Batista won at the same time? So they're going, right, fuck it, we'll have a match later on down the line. Oh, you'll both get a title shot, or we'll call it a draw. Now Vince comes charged now, and like, no, we're restarting the match. We're not having this again. So yeah, that's it. It's exactly it. It's all planned out. I'm assuming the little bits of brawn that you see. It basically, if nothing's happening other than, right, we're not meant to be eliminated yet, so we'll pair off into the corner and we'll just punch each other a few times. I'm sure that's improvised, but yeah, who's eliminated and when they come out and who they're eliminated by and all that, that's all planned out, all of it. L. Daniel ST says, hi Mark, what happened to the Mark P. Friday Night Radio Show? Now, is this the drum and bass one that I used to do and the dance ones? I haven't done that for years and didn't like it. The technology that I had at the time, the internet connection, would have meant I couldn't do it. I used to do a thing on, I used to do a Q&A sort of thing, didn't I? I don't like Q&As at the best of times. I've told you guys that one before. And to do a live one where you have, just quite literally a question pops up and you got to answer it straight away. You're like, I can't handle it. I just can't. And the last couple of times I've tried to do a Google Hangout, no one wanted to watch, so it's me. Don't care. Straight Edge Punk says, hi Mark, congratulations on 1,800 subscribers. What are your thoughts on Adrian Neville's debut? While I wasn't too bothered about his cloak, I think the name Neville sounds a bit silly on its own. By God, it does. I've only seen it on Jay Hunter and Matthew of Boxmania fame did a review of WrestleMania and the Raw after it, and they showed it there. That's the only way I've seen it. It's just one of those. Right. I'm the same. The cloak didn't bother me in the slightest. If you want to have a big purple coat when you come out, that's fucking great. Why not? But just Neville on its own, that doesn't sound right. It's not a very common name. If any of my American viewers watching this, Neville's not a name that I can think of. In fact, the only I can think of Neville from Harry Potter and Gary and Phil Neville, who are former footballers, and that's the... Neville Southall was a goalkeeper. Neville Chamberlain was our Prime Minister when we went to war in '39. That's all I've got on Neville's. So why he's just Neville on his... Oh, I don't like it at all. It's a horrible name. Horrible. LP Scott. I heard it was going to be Mighty Mouse, though, so that's better, isn't it? LP Scott says, "Hi, Mark. Congrats on the new milestone. Still really enjoying your work. Good. How's that sound? Keep it up, man. I'm really glad that you're enjoying the work, dude. Don't worry." Anyway, this question has annoyed me for a while. Would you... Oh, my Jesus Christ. What a mean boy you are. Would you rather listen to WWE originals on repeat for a week or watch the Human Torch match between Sting and Vampiro on repeat for a week? So, right. So, the two things that popped into my head. The first one, the Human Torch match, is Sting falling off the Tron. It wasn't Sting, obviously. It's not, Sting falling off the Tron, just how fucking stupid that was. But then I think of put a little ass on it, and I just get really cross and just go, no, 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 sort of thing, you know? I don't want to put a bit of ass on anything. Oh, what a tough one. Because it's one of those, either way you look at it, you go, I'll just choose that one, yeah, fuck it, the whole Human Torch match. And you're about doing it for a week, so the first day, it's like, oh yeah, there's that. Yeah, I mean, after an hour, just like, yeah, there's that bump again. And after a day, it's like, I don't care. 3 days in, you just... But then you think about Lita singing on the original CD and put a bit of ass on it. I don't suck. And by Thursday, you start going, oh, you're just killing me now. Which one should... Let's go with the originals one, because at least I could try and be back. It might be entertaining, because it might be just funny. Either one would drive me utterly stir crazy. How does that one sound? Walkerman 404. Hi, Mark. Why do you think WWE seems to change their minds about giving Shelton Benjamin a push in 2005? He had some very good matches after him and Charlie House went their separate ways, and in my opinion, could have been a main event player. Holy shit, I wish I knew the answer to that one, mate, because I'm the same. Shelton Benjamin was an amazing, talented worker. He was alright on the mic. He had that collegiate background that Jim Ross put over all the time. I personally think that they split the World's Greatest Tag Team up at least a year too early, and I think that they should have done the tag team breakup angle with those two. I mean, it's obvious that Shelton was much better on the mic, but they were both great wrestlers. I wish I could answer to that one, because they had him go over Triple H a couple of times, then win the championship, the Intercontinental Championship, and then you're just like, yep, then that's that. Okay, that's as far as you're getting. So the rest of Shelton Benjamin's career is what do you remember from 2000 after 2005. For me, it's just his WrestleMania moments. And it's the Rumble or ladder match moments or whatever. It's like, okay, can't really think of many matches off the top of my head. I just don't know. It's a great question, because I really wish I knew the answer to it. I'm very sorry I don't. Sean Donnelly says, congratulations on 1.8k, man. Deserve a lot more. Thank you. I agree. My question is, what's the main reason why you started wrestling reviews on YouTube? And thank fuck you did, haha. I think we've talked about this one in quite a few of my old Q&As. The short version is Sarcastic Venom, Big Rob 1997 as he was back then. But Sarcastic Venom asked me if he thought we'd go at doing Q&As, because I just used to upload backyard wrestling vids of my old backyard wrestling fed, which is called CRCW, which stood for Crazy Reckless Championship Wrestling. We thought we were the fucking shit because we did backyard wrestling indoors. Oh yeah, backyard in a living room. Fucking too right we did. Thought we were the fucking shit, and we used to get a lot of views, which was weird. Sarcastic Venom would see me cut promos and said, like, I reckon you'd be good at doing Q&As, here's some questions, answer them. And I started doing that, and that just transitioned into doing pay-per-view reviews or Raw reviews, whatever, and I've been doing it ever since, which is 8 years, which is weird when you think about it. So when I finished my Backlash 99 review the other day, I thought, right, it would be interesting to watch my whole review of the old Backlash review that I did in 2009. And you're looking at this vid that's 6 years old, and it's like you're remembering that was a re-upload from an old channel, so it's probably from 2008. And you start looking like, God damn, I've been doing vids a fucking long time now. A long time. Oh, never thought I'd be doing them for this long. I never dreamed that I would still be doing vids at this time. But the fact that you guys still enjoy it's one of those things. If you guys said, look, just stop doing this, if the view figures get to ridiculously low, which they are getting to, then yeah, I'll just go, fuck it, not worth my time. But while I'm still getting a decent view figure, and we are still getting subscribers, and let's keep going. I hope that answers your question. That's the short version. The long version's very, very long. Coal Miner's Glove. Maybe I missed something, but we get a 6 month build to the WrestleMania match with Sting. He loses, then fucks off. Then fucks off? Question mark. There was way more he could have done with that, especially with the way the Mania match went. Do you agree? I don't understand why they went with the WWE versus, or the WWF versus WCW part of it. I just don't understand. I'm just baffled. Because it's like Sting said on the Raw before WrestleMania. To hold a grudge for 14 years would be fucking ridiculous. But of course, they can't acknowledge that he went to TNA, so it's just... I mean, it's one of those, I don't know where he goes next. I don't know. On the one hand, I'm sure Sting will, I want to say put his foot down and say I wanted to be like this. But on the other hand, I know that Sting's a businessman and he's got a brain in his head. And I'm pretty certain that just in merchandise alone, I bet he earned more on the day of WrestleMania than he did in his entire TNA run. Maybe not his entire TNA run, but at least those last couple of years in TA for one day's work, just as merchandise. And then he gets his WrestleMania payday, and he'll go into the Hall of Fame, and he gets his DVD treatment and everything. It's one of those, look, why didn't he do this sooner? Maybe because he genuinely did believe in that he could make TNA, had helped make TNA great. Maybe he could. I just don't know. It's one of those really crazy things. There's 6 months build to WrestleMania from Survivor Series, where it was the vigilante Sting and had awful music and all that. I don't know. I've got a feeling that in years to come we'll look back at the Sting experiment in WWE and go, it didn't work. It's a tricky one. To answer your question, I have no idea. I really don't know. Herbie Howard. Hi Mark, congratulations on 1,800 subscribers. Thank you for providing entertainment content for the years. Why didn't Shelton Benjamin fulfill his potential? I'm so sorry. I wish I'd noticed that. I've just answered that one. I don't know. Peter O'Hara. Mark, pretty simple question. Do you find Chris Jericho annoying and an egomaniac? His podcasts are unbearable to listen to. He has 3 autobiographies, 2 DVDs about his life, and a web series complaining about how he can't get an acting job despite being famous. Though in his crappy band, and in my opinion, you have a guy his crappy band, and you have, in my opinion, a guy who fits the profile. I was wondering, do you feel the same? Can't stand his tattoos. I think they're awful. I've never had any time for Fozzy. I used to own a Fozzy t-shirt, but someone gave me that. I never wanted to see them. I always said an inconsistent performer. Always said that one. One week I'll have a great match, the next week I'll have shite. 3 autobiographies, that's an impressive one, isn't it? I don't listen to his podcast very often. I have listened to a couple of them, and I did listen to the one, or watch the one on the network with Cena, surprisingly, believe it or not, which came across as everything you would expect it to, really, because a couple of things were said. It's like with the Triple H one and with the Vince McMahon one, is that every so often one of them will say something, and you go, "Oh, that's quite interesting." Now press the issue post, and they just don't, and you're, "Oh, okay, that could have been great, but no, isn't." I'm a bit of an indifferent one to Chris Jericho, to be honest, is what I'll say. Boston Kennedy, how do you think Kevin Owens will be used on the main roster? How I would like him to be used will be exactly the way that he's being used at the moment. I wouldn't change anything about him in the slightest, but how I think he'll be used, I can just see Vince or Kevin Dunn and whoever just being bored of him in 2 weeks and just turn into a fucking jobber. Has never lost all his matches so far on the main roster. I know that's only 2 or 3, but has he lost them all? In one of those, that's annoying. Limp Bizkit Boy says, congratulations on all your success, Mark. Yay. Being on your show for so long, what milestone do you hope to achieve in the future? I've been watching since 2008, from the Shooting from the Horse's Mouth days. Milestone do I hope to achieve in the future? Well, obviously, the obvious one is 2,000 subscribers. That's a big deal for me now, because my old channel had 2,000 subscribers, and don't forget that we lost that in 2012. So it's taken 3 years to get to 2,000 again, which I just didn't think would happen. I really thought I'd get to 2,000 within like a year, and then it'd be like, right, off to space again. But it's just the way that YouTube works nowadays for me, just that isn't the case. So 2,000 is what I want. I want to start making more revenue off the videos. So I really would love to get sponsored. That's something that I've been talking about with a lot of people recently. I've had a couple of meetings actually about this one, about getting some serious sponsorship money coming in, but we need more views to do that. I've got to be able to, basically what it boils down to is it's got to be right, we will sponsor you, but you've got to guarantee us 1,000 views an episode, and it's just like, you can't do that. Can't do it. And they're like, why can't you do it? Because my fans are, sorry, this is another rant about you guys, and I don't like to do this, but because my fans are so fucking fickle. 1,800 subscribers, yeah? Latest video's got 600 views. So you're looking at it going, that's not right. Actually, I think I've just told a lie. Let's just bring that up, because, laptop's here. Because it's, I understand it's only been online for 2 days, sorry, it's been online. 483 views. right this second my Backlash 99 reviews had. So I can't say to them, I guarantee I'll get you 1,000 views, seeing as my last question mark one didn't, but my WrestleMania 31 one did. And then, you know, just going back, so last NXT, 300 views, you know. But then my WrestleMania Thoughts review, 1,000 views. WrestleMania 11 Thoughts, 900 views. ECW Living Dangerous review, 600 views. So I've got that problem. That's what so my goal is to get my vids back to how they were in like late last year, where every vid was getting 1,000 views. That's my target is always 1,000. But you'd think that by having 1,800 subscribers, you could put that target bar up to say 1,200 views. It's like, well, no, that's just not going to happen because it's not happening for me. It's very weird. It's something that baffles me, I think, is the truth. Is how come I've got so many subscribers that don't seem to want to watch my content? Does that make sense? I really did start trying the NXT reviews again, and the view count for them is you just come away from it going, that isn't worth my time. Last NXT review, 307 views. That means that right this minute, 1,500 of my subscribers went not interested at all. So the majority of them, that's not worth my time, is it? So yeah, to answer your question, that really is my mail. I think we'll get to 2,000 subscribers. I think it's a sooner rather than later sort of thing, you know. But yeah, to get the view count up, that's what I want to do, because that way I can get some sponsorship. But it's got, like I say, I've got to have a base of 1,000 views a video, so that these people are going to pay me. You know, but other than that, if it's going to be 300 views for like the NXT, it's just not worth it. They're not going to do it. So that's what I dream about. I want to make money off my channel. It's that simple. I'm sorry if that makes me sound like a cunt, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things that YouTube allows it, so I want to take advantage of it. Does that make sense? I hope that doesn't make me sound like an egotistical fuck, or all I care about is the money. It's not that, guys. At the end of the day, I do this for free anyway, don't I? I wish there was a way that I could. At the end of the day, I don't think my videos are too great, but you guys do. Some of them anyway, like the WrestleMania 21 review I've just done recently. Wrestling's one of those things one of the few things I actually know about. I'm not a very skilled person, you know. All my jobs that I've ever had in my life have been working in warehouses and things like that, you know. So it's hard to explain. I want to be able to make money off of wrestling, and I can't get into I'm too old to be a wrestler, and I didn't enjoy being a commentator. So my only other way of doing it is to do what I'm doing now. Does that make sense? That's probably the best way I can put it. If that makes me a cunt because I want to make money off it, then so be it. But if basically what I said earlier on, if Sean's View Entertainment can quit his job and make money off of talking utter shit on the internet, then surely I can do it. It's just, I'm going to take a lot longer to get there. That makes sense? And of course, the fact that I'm not allowed to tell people to click on the ads probably doesn't help, because that's what we used to do. We used to just say, look, just click on the ads. Please, would you click on the ads at the end of the vid, at the beginning of the vid? There's one in the middle sometimes on one of my longer vids. And we had £100 months. You know, like, oh yeah, look at this, look how many ad clicks we get. You know, it's straight away Google runs like, no, just no. Wendy Morton says, hi Marky Poos, spelt with a K, so you're not talking to me. So whoever Marky Poos, I've got a question for him. If he woke up in the night and had crayons, right, we'll do it for me. There's always one, isn't there? So we'll go with this one. If you woke up one night and had crayons in all your bed, and Rikishi and Brodus Clay singing "We Are the Cheeky Girls, We Are the Cheeky Girls," how much would that arouse you? It would give my chode a boner. Thanks, Mark, with a C. That's odd. You spelt my name different ways in one thing. It would arouse me greatly. You know that. Brodus Clay turns me on something fierce. Daniel Hodges. That's not Danny Hodges and Danny Hodges, who we talked about earlier. I've once heard you mention you liked Bam Bam Bigelow's work ethic as a big wrestler. However, what do you feel about him nearly getting Scott Hall shot in a bar once? I really, really hope that's not a story that everyone knows about. Because I don't know I'm sorry, I don't know that one. Sorry. Dan Mark Bardo, favourite rock catchphrase. What's the worst catchphrase you have heard? Interestingly, Dan Mark Bardo, you spelt the word catch wrong twice, and you spelt it wrong 2 different ways. I'm quite impressed about that. Favourite rock catchphrase, if you smell what the Rock is cooking. It's interesting looking back at the Rock, watching that actually. The guy was quite mean. The whole way it doesn't matter what you think. Sometimes it was really quite a nasty put down. Worst catchphrase you've ever heard. What other than Dave Rain? No, because I like that one. Dave Rain's good. Worst catchphrase you've ever heard. God, I've drawn a complete blank, and I know that there's a fucking. I know you're all saying that yours. Yeah. Shut up. I can't hear you. Remember that. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, which is awful. How bad is that? I'm so sorry. Riz Newt says, and this is one that's going to take some explaining, T-Bone getting disqualified. What are your thoughts? This is a reference to last Saturday's Future Shock Underground show. It was T-Bone versus Xander Cooper in the main event, and T-Bone won the Future Shock Trophy tournament last year, which gives you a guarantee. It's like the Money in the Bank. It gives you you can cash it in any point, and you get a title shot. He cashed it in, and gave him months of warning. This is when I'm cashing in. Had this match, good match, enjoyed the match. Disqualification finish really set me off. I was really not impressed with that finish at all. Future Shock's booking is one of those things that's all over the shop at the moment. I was like, maybe it's not the booking, it's just I'm struggling with Future Shock, is what I'll say. I know my last Future Shock review, I was very like, yeah, Future Shock. But the last two shows I've come away from going, that wasn't very good. And then this last Underground show, I came away going, no, really, that wasn't very good. You know, the women's match was a sloppy mess. The tables match was a sloppy mess. And each one you sat there learning, but each time, because you're going, the women's division and the tag division are so weak at the moment that you sat there going, that is not what I would have done. That's not what I would have done. I don't know. So yeah, disqualification finished. It just left me feeling very deflated, is what I'll say. I just came away from going, ugh, not again. Because, you know, I'm always on such a high when I go to a Future Shock show, and to come away from going, sorry, laptop, just going, ugh. Right. You know, does that make sense? And, you know, and this Guildhall, the Future Shock Uproar, stupid name, they're calling them now, this Sunday. And, you know, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not. I'm you know, I'm sure I'll get excited later on in the week. But yeah, it's a tricky one. Yeah, I was not. Basically, it was an alright match, and if they wanted to do this qualification finish, I just would have preferred an uprising running. I would have much preferred that, because then, I don't know. Like I say, I came away feeling very deflated. Very deflated. Callum Nicole says, hi Mark, how did you get into professional wrestling? And do you have a collection of wrestling action figures? I've got some figures here. I've got Hogan, and who's here these days? Hogan, Bossman, Slaughter, Bulldog, and a WCW Scott Steiner finisher are there. And that ring's been there for so long that it's got a fucking layer of dust on it. It's fucking disgusting. Been into wrestling forever. I can't remember a time where I didn't watch pro wrestling. I've always had stories told that I used to sit on my dad's knee and watch World of Sport back when that was on. And then there was a video rental place just around the corner from us where I grew up in Macclesfield. And I remember renting videotapes from there. And we moved to Congleton in 1990. So they must have had tapes over then. And then I was part of, you know, it was the Sky. You know, I had a friend who had Sky Sports, and I've still got tapes in there. I've got Rumble 93 on the tape. I've got Rumble 92 on tape. I've got all the 91 pay-per-views on tape as well in there with handwritten notes on and everything. It's just one of those things. It's something I've been doing forever. There's only that one period, two periods in my life where I didn't watch. And that's 1995, if anyone's wondering. And I didn't watch in the summer of 2005, believe it or not. So when I get to it this year, as part of my 10 years ago series, like SummerSlam, I've only seen one match from SummerSlam 99, from SummerSlam 2005, and that's the Hogan versus Michaels match. Everything else I've never seen before, so I'm looking forward to watching that. Yeah, been doing it forever. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, should we call it a day there? Let's call it a day there. That's enough for now, isn't it? All right? So obviously there will be a part 3 of April's Q&A, so I'm sure you're all looking forward to that. Thank you very much to everyone who has asked me a question so far. I hope you've not been too pissed off at me with my terrible answers to these there questions. Oh god, I'm so bad, aren't I? Just stop doing these. Anyway, I've been Mark P. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. My next video will be a TNA Lockdown 2005 review, which I'll have for you on probably Saturday, something like that. Alright guys, take it easy. Thank you very much for watching. Click the subscribe button, click the like button. When Gilmore comments, I'm sure you'll be the only person who'll be able to see it. Lols. Check me out on Twitter, check me out on Facebook, and I'll see you all very soon. Take it easy, guys.